A few months ago, I told you about a girl who opened up her own cupcake business in her kitchen and was shut down.
Law cracked down on her.
Yes. Now she has some company, and it's this 9-year-old boy named Spencer who loves to read, and he thought it'd be a good idea to open up his own makeshift library in the backyard of his parents' home in Leawood, Kansas. But the town of Leawood decided the birdhouse-sized library was an illegal structure, and the family had to move it. The boy moved his library to the garage, that thing, and he plans to fight City Hall about getting his little library moved back to the yard. The city of Leawood, by the way, bans all buildings that are not attached to homes. Since the library was a freestanding structure, it was considered to be illegal. You think that's a little harsh?
Yeah. Just a tad.
Or do they need to stick by the rules?
Just a tad. You know.
There has to be some gray. Look at it.
Look.
Really? You can't put that in the, it was the backyard?
It was in the backyard, so you know that started with a neighbor complaint.
That's what happens.
Calling it in.
I can't tell from the video, but it didn't seem that large.
No. Birdhouse size. It was very small.
It wasn't big.
Okay.
There's the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. Obviously, that's not, what they were intending there.
Right.
And he had just one
And
simple
it's a
rule.
Take a book, leave a book.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Japanese robot industry is evolving to the point where it's getting hard to tell real people from robots. I didn't mean to gesture to you, indicating
but
you're a robot. You're not. But look at this. This is developed by a guy named Hiroshi Ishiguro, an Osaka University professor.
Looks real.
He says his androids will be useful for research on how people interact with robots and what differentiates the person from the machine. He says, quote, "Making androids is about exploring what it means to be human." And in a demonstration, the remote-controlled machines moved their pink lips in time to a voiceover, twitched their eyebrows, blinked, and swayed their heads from side to side. And there's one part of this demonstration that you guys should be worried about.
Uh-oh.
In a clear triumph, one of the androids read the news without stumbling once.
I told you.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. That's kind of like there was an Al Pacino movie about a robot, a woman. What was that?
I forget, but
they look so real.
They do,
but they can't do what we're doing
No, it
here.
wasn't that
The
one.
interaction, right? They can't do what we're doing
Well, you
now.
keep telling yourself that.
They can't ad lib,
Next
right?
story,
They're
please.
getting to the point where they can talk back to you. They can
but
gesture,
they don't have
can blink.
emotion and feeling.
That's next.
And how does that work for us when computers are doing all the camera movements, all the mic openings, all the story placements?
Next story,
I don't know,
please.
Kiva. Oh,
See?
Human.
We get it. Okay.
That's
Next
what happens.
story.
That's what happens.
I
Robotic
want my
camera.
job for a while.
That's right. We're going to end with this. You know, my parents' backyard in Colorado is an animal sanctuary of sorts. They see rabbits, foxes, and now this. Look at that. My dad shot this video of a little fawn right near the porch. There was actually 2 fawn in the backyard. The mom stays close by, making sure to feed and clean the little ones. There is plenty to eat there in the yard. My mom says the fawns and the mama deer have consumed all of her roses.
Oh.
I just got an update, though, that the deer family left yesterday.
Okay.
So maybe they were a little creeped out by my dad putting a camera in their face.
Maybe the roses were all gone and they went to greener pastures.
They'll be back.
But I was wondering why they would take residence right there in the backyard in the middle of a neighborhood. And I was told that it's because it's a safe spot for them away from the coyotes. It makes sense, right?
It
worked for you.
It did. That's right.
Maybe
that's why I stayed there.
Come on back
Safe.
from midday. That's coming up at 11 right after The View.